part of this relationship, this dynamic. And and why I took it that way was because there were times that I went there and got nothing at all. And so and I didn't
You
come
were
to them and say,
you were being paid for loyalty, quote
basically,
unquote.
I've done things like that before, right? I have had friends of mine that I am so grateful to how they've been over the years with me, and I will literally pay your rent. I will
Wow.
literally, and so it wasn't so far off for me to think that, hey, listen, these guys are people that have like an immense amount of wealth
Oh,
that
you thought they was tricking off on you, huh?
they would want to share something like that, you know?
Right.
But
Family, can I
I
ask
mean,
a
you were
question?
having
Paying
smacks
your
with them. Wait, hold
friends
on. You were
rent.
having smacks with them. They were paying you, and I don't know.
But Scholar TV,
Well, okay, so Daniel, can I ask a
we
question?
can't define
Can
it
I
for him,
hold on?
Scholar TV. We can't.
But I know, no,
Hey,
I have a
I wasn't
question,
defining it.
Daniel.
I was trying to just paint
no,
it
one
all
at a
out.
time, one at a time.
Everyone, hold on one second. Listen, two things. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning for me, right? So I'm about to be real low in a second, right? If it looks like I'm sleepy, I'm not. I'm good. I'm chilling. We could go all night if we need to with this, but y'all need to give me a minute. I'm gonna go use the restroom. 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right.
Yes.
Y'all could chop it up in the chat while I'm gone.
Hey, Miss Robinson.
Hey Ash, how are you? I'm
Good.
sneaking. I'm sneaking on here. My Maya got me. Maya Maya said, "Blank that job. Get on up here."
Oh, and by the way, I wasn't trying to define it. I was trying to just like add together what he was saying because he's saying they gave him 4,000.
Base.
They took him on trips. They're paying them every once so often, and they're having smacks with him.
And
I
in
mean, you
his
could take.
mind, it was for being discreet and for being loyal. So you
Right.
can't, however
I
you
mean, he
want to
knows
I,
slice it.
I don't.
that's
I
not
don't
going to
even
be a
think. I don't think
relationship
it
in
was
the
that, Miss
end.
Robinson.
You can
Wait,
say
I don't think he agreed to that. We gonna have to ask him when he
yeah,
comes back. I think he
okay.
yeah,
said that
because
they was
we
tricking
would,
off on. They was
yeah,
tricking
we
off
would
on
have,
their hoe. Like
yeah,
what?
we would have
Use
to
their
go back
hoe.
to the,
Hey,
so you
y'all
all,
kind of over talking. I can't hear
Go
y'all.
ahead,
What was
Ash.
you
so,
saying, man?
so, so I was saying that basically we would have to go back to the first initial encounter because if y'all remember the first initial encounter, he was still working for his own business with the mail review, and he was only booked to come and do a dance,
I love you.
and that was only a $400 booking,
Exactly, man.
and
Exactly.
he
And then
was.
they gave him
And
4,000. She gave him 4,000. He was only supposed to get 400 or 200, and she gave him 4,000. Hey, thank you for clearing that up, man.
so that changed the dynamic because they forced upon, well, I ain't gonna say forced, but they gave him an increase. Now he do have to go back to the beginning story because that encounter he was just booked to dance, and he, like you say, massage oil and some more things came, and so we need to know how it transitioned to Smex, which now I can see why they gave the 4,000. So yes, Daniel. So now
I
back
heard
to the
you.
first initial counter.
I heard your
We know
question.
you were booked for the 400, and so
Hmm.
how did that dynamic change so quickly?
I heard your question. I'm gonna tell you right now how that happened. I had a supermodel open that door. I'm a heterosexual man that is looking at the finest woman I ever seen in my life standing in front of me right now, telling me, "Oh, listen, this is really just so that you give me a massage, and I know it's not what we booked you for initially, but if you feel comfortable, whatever happens from there, it's fine. My husband is totally okay with it. You're in a safe place, basically." And it didn't take me only 60 seconds before I was out. It took me about 60 seconds before I was in too. So, it's very easy to
Go
end up in that
ahead.
situation.
Yeah. And
Very.
she's manipulative. I'm using the word manipulative, but she knows how to touch and she knows how to speak and she knows what to do. Essentially.
Hey, did she
Just
ever
have
get
a
hit on
quick
the
question,
shoulder?
Daniel.
Sure. Hi,
Is
Ash.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. So like Clayton that's how I, came about you is through
Mhm.
Clayton.
Yo,
I was just one.
Ash, before you go there, do me a favor.
Uh huh.
If you're about to ask me anything about what you talked about yesterday, don't.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. Well, I have another question.
Sure.
Since you're like, open to discussion about your situation with Cassie and Diddy, do you have um any concerns that people may use any of this against you? Because I've just noticed, I've seen, and I'm not speaking on nobody on this panel or anything, but a lot of people are gonna try to use you and your story. You know what I mean? And they don't mean any good for you. You get what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Um, I mean, you just said your man's name on the live right now, and Jay was in the live yesterday. I'm just going to speak to it like this and say what it is. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on, everybody. Your man Clayton, the guy that did the other the freak off with me, the initially, right? We hung out a couple of times back then, right? Afterward, because he was cool and so on and so forth. I thought he was cool. So after the end of the trial, I reached out to him. And after I reached out to him, we talked every single day for hours and hours and hours, kept on remembering enough of the situation or whatever. I'm sorry, I got my girl over there trying to get my attention while I'm talking to you guys. So you know, I had a lot of people that kept saying the exact thing you just said to me. You gotta be careful. Not everybody has your best interest at heart. And I came together with him. I came together with another one of the guys, and I told these guys, I said, listen, I think we need to come together, try to make the best of this, try to do what I'm now trying to do on this platform by myself, start a podcast, do some positive, talking with young men and so on and so forth, right? Now, the thing is, and I don't want to say anything bad about anyone because I'm just not that kind of person. But the thing is that I started realizing that this guy, as well as another one of the guys, were trying to be on some bully type stuff with me. They were trying to get really aggressive in the way that they spoke to me. And then yesterday I had a conversation with Clayton for a couple of hours where he recorded the conversation, and you can literally see he's using these tactics in this conversation. Everyone that listened to it that knows me with no pre-context was like, what's wrong with this guy? You're clearly stating what is going on here and how you were putting certain situations, and he kept going with it. All right. Now he went on a podcast yesterday or a live yesterday and started talking about, these inconsistencies in my story and all of this stuff. Right. And I'm cool with all of that. I have nothing bad against this dude, like I said, but I have a whole conversation recorded and a ton of text messages of this guy trying to bait me into an actual fight with him. And I'm not responding. I'm responding the way that I'm talking to you guys now. And it's getting him more and more angry. He wants more and more for me to respond negatively, and I'm not going to do it. So the bottom line is I now understand. And what I meant when I said rotten fruit will fall from the tree themselves, that's exactly what's happening. I've had plenty of people since I started doing interviews with this guy that kept telling me, do your own thing. Do your own thing. This guy does not have the right intentions for you. And I wanted to just let that play out and see for myself if that's how it happened. So I gave him the grace to not say anything about this, but now I'm getting several people coming into this chat that keep trying to address what was going on. And when I said I got my receipts, I have my receipts. But honestly, I don't even feel like I need to go that low and stoop that low. I just want to be positive, man. And if these guys want to try attacking me and whatever, man, I'm going to sit here and try to help people. And if that's the direction that they want to go in, people are going to eventually see them for what they are and what they're doing. And I'm going to let them just do that. They're only going to make themselves look bad. So that's my answer to that.
Okay, that's a good answer, and I fully
What it is,
understand.
it's the truth. I'm
Right.
too grown for this, and I'm not going to be baited into a fight where everybody is like, yo, the SMEX workers are fighting or anything like that. I'm not doing that, man. I got business. I'm a father. I'm trying to be a respectable character and person. I'm trying to just make light out of this situation. And my truth is my truth. I don't owe Clayton or anyone else any explanations, and if I had put out these text messages, everyone's clearly gonna see that he's trying to bait me into a fight, and I'm not doing it, and I'm not gonna do it now. I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. So this is the last time I'm even gonna speak on this. Let him do what he needs to do. I don't care.
What's
That's
the
perfectly understandable.
what's the fight over?
The
Because
truth
y'all
is,
got to stay unified.
That's exactly what I was thinking, but I didn't want to get into it when
this is my thought process. I would stay unified. I would do what I need to do, and being positive. And I tried to do that. I got these guys together. We even filmed the first episode of the podcast, but they started coming at me very aggressively. Yo, you taking over everything. You talking too much. You doing too much. And Mr. Robinson, I think you was in the chat the 2 days ago, the last one I did with Clayton, weren't you?
Yeah, I
Man,
was there.
jealousy is
Yeah.
real.
A lot
Jealousy
of
is
us were
real.
there. I thought y'all did. I thought y'all did. My whole thing is this: y'all don't want to. Y'all don't want to have.
I want to address something. You were in that chat 2 days ago. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you recall me on several occasions trying to get Clayton to speak, and he responded to several people where I don't think I need to explain that. If you don't already know, you don't already know all of this stuff. Yes or no?
I remember we thought it was his Wi-Fi acting up when he wouldn't respond to certain things, but I didn't know the nature.
Hey Daniel, I was there, bro, and I know what you're talking about. That man started catching a
You
little
noticed it, Maya?
attitude. He started catching a little attitude on the live.
Well, what
He-
happens is egos get in the way and different things, but y'all still got to remember the common. I'm using the word enemy loosely. I'm not, making somebody out to. But if y'all are trying to get money from the person who y'all need to get money from,
I'm a businessman. Money comes and goes. I'm fine making money. Money's an easy thing to make. You understand? I'm not worried about making money off of Cassie. I don't need Cassie's money. That's not.
Got it.
That's not. Hold on. That's not.
I would.
That's not how I move. That's one. Secondly, I just want to be positive. I don't want to get on these platforms and be talking about, yo, the ussy is gushing and that thing was this and that. Nah, as you can see, how I conduct this platform right here is in a respectful manner. I'm trying to be a better person than that. And so I am just simply doing my own thing. And that's all I'm going to speak to about that from this point on. Let's move on and get back to the questions, because that's just what it is. I'm going to let these guys do what they need to do. And when you guys get tired of that content, you let them know. But I'm not getting involved in that beyond this point.
got it.
I just wanted to say, let's have some grace. I wanted to say, let's have some grace for this king, man. Like, he just explained to us that not only he's married, he has a child.
Yeah.
And he just explained to everybody that it's 4 a.m. over there in his country where he at. He's sitting on live. He's been answering questions for the last 3 hours and a half. So let's have some grace to this king and allow him to get some rest and spend some time with his wife and his family. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. He got a wife waiting for him to get in bed. Let's try to wrap this up and what I'm saying, and continue tomorrow.
I appreciate that, Tax, but I'm cool talking with y'all, right? I just want to help people. I am letting all these questions come, and I'm answering these questions as much as I possibly can, so that eventually I can get to the point where the people that do come into this chat, and I plan to do this every day, the people that come into this chat, I can actually start talking to you about your traumas and perhaps give you a little bit of advice that I learned for things that started helping me move past these things. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to be about. I don't want to be about the negativity at all. I won't do it. I won't do it at all.
No, that's a fact, King. But I just want you to get some rest, man, with your wife, and let them
I'm
stay up to 4 in
straight,
the
brother.
morning when it's early in the morning for you. You know what I'm saying? If they want to be up at 4 in the morning when it's 9 o'clock in the morning for you, 10 o'clock in the morning for you. Let them stay up to 4 in the morning and not get rest with their spouse. But right now it's 9 o'clock and it's 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, and motherfucking 8 o'clock in the West Coast. So
You
at
gotta
this
watch
point,
the language,
everybody in
bro.
the
You
middle
can
of
get
their
kicked
night
off.
living life. Let them
That-
wake their ass up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They can ask all the questions they
Yo,
want when it's 9 o'clock in the morning for you.
tax. You gotta watch the language. You're gonna get us all kicked off.
All right, my bad.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me talk to my lady real quick. Please continue because I'm gonna continue having a conversation with you guys. Tax, I'm good, brother. This is what I'm here for. This
All
is what
right,
I came
okay.
here for. So I'm straight. Trust me, when I'm ready to go, I'll go. But thank you.